Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another ARK video where today we're going to be hopping back into Genesis Part 2, the most recent DLC that was just released out for ARK. Hello, Lightning. We are going to be talking about today one of the best places that I have found in the game to have a starter base when you're starting in the very hard portion of the map. Now, this does require you to be playing Genesis 2, this does require the most recent update, and it does require, in order for you to get access to this location, for you to have your complete tech armor still equipped. I know that the tech armor that you start with is not the best when you start, but remember that this is a starter base that you're supposed to join into and start building in right when you start the game. So let's talk about it. So first of all, if you're looking in this area, you see that I have this pretty wide open map. Where I am on the map, I've turned on my marker just so you guys can see where I am. I am actually up in this upper left-hand corner of the map, and you guys can see my little blue triangle there. Now, this is not where I'm talking about building. Where I'm talking about building is up there. So this place is very easy to spot because it's right in between two giant mountains, and then it is this cool blue teal tentacle thing that goes up to where we're going to be going. Now, I'm going to just travel up here really quick, and we're going to travel over here and get up to where I'm talking about, because there are some very specific resources that are in this area that I believe will help you with your building of your bases. Can we just go up, please? Thank you. So let's get on up here. We got to climb up the giant tentacle. Now, like I said, this does require your tech armor to get to because it is very high up in the air, but it is a mountainous area at the end of the day. So you should be able to get here fairly quick, and you should be able to find it easily throughout all the time that you're playing. It has great starter resources, great place to start a base, but as you guys will see from getting up here, this is not the best place for you to have your final base, because at the end of the day, you can't really get all of your tamed creatures up here unless they're flying creatures. So, or unless you have yourself a Quetz and then you're loading them up on the back of your Quetz, and that's just going to take a long time, which is why I've pointed out that this is a great starter base. Let's talk about the view first of all. So this area that we're in has an excellent view of the very hard map. So we are all the way over on this side, and you can clearly see all the way across the map. What is the benefit of this? The benefit of this is that you can look down and you can actually see all the different supply drops that are going to be all over the map and all their different locations. And with your tech armor, you'll be able to fly over and get all of those awesome things that are in those supply drops and then fly away. I.e. how I've gotten myself some metal double doors, how I've gotten myself metal axes, a metal sickle, a couple guns, some saddles, and all sorts of other things that are in there, when in truth, my crafting menu is not that expanded yet. Okay? So this is an excellent place to start. Let's talk about resources that are here. First of all, lots of places to get yourself a lot of thatch and lots of places to get yourself a lot of fiber. These are trees. I know they look strange, but they actually are trees. Okay, so there are trees up here to build yourself a wooden base, get yourself a bed, and all of that. Going on, if we walk back a little bit further, you will see that there's actually crystals up here. There is a lot of crystals up here. Okay, so you'll be able to get all the crystals that you require for all of your recipes. And then moving on, you have tons of rocks and metal, places to get flint, places to get tons of metal. Look at how rich those metal ore deposits are. So lots and lots of really good resources for starting out and base making. So if you're able to get up here, which you should be able to by just doing a quick flight all the way over here, I do believe that is also obsidian, so you get your obsidian as well. But you'll be able to get all the way up here, and then you have access to the entire map. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, Sim, what about farming? Because farming is kind of a big deal, especially if you want to do any sort of taming, if you want food, if you want to be able to get yourself your stimulant to make sure that you don't get knocked out by all the other creatures, being able to level and all of that. Well, this game is, well, it's built exactly for what I keep repeating, and that is wells. You can literally research a well that you can put up here to start your irrigation. So you just get yourself a well, You put it up here. I know it doesn't really make sense because you're building a well on top of a mountain, but hey, it is what it is. You put in a well, you pump up water, and you're able to build an actual irrigated planter system that's up here that you can use to grow all of your plants, to make your mijo berries, to make your stimulant, to make your narco berries, and to make your other 3 types of berries for your food for your character. There's also plenty of resources up here to make yourself a fire, to get yourself all of your storage and all of that. You can also go ahead and build a giant ladder to get up here. It will take a long time and it will take a ton of resources, but sooner than later you may even be able to build a ramp that you can use to get your giant dinos up here. Do I think that that's worth your time? No, I don't. I think that there are a lot better places in order to have large dino pens down below from where you are. Even though this is a very hard version of the game, I still think that there is way better places for all of that down below. But let's talk about base setup. Now, the base setup up here, I would suggest building probably in this little opening that's right here, maybe even further back up on this wall. What I want to point out about this wall is that this wall is the outside of the map. This is the actually end of the map, and if you go out there, you will die. So do not go out there, but you can actually build on the side of this over here and building up a nice little starter base right in this area, which will give you tons of room. The other thing is there's no predators up here, so you don't have to worry about being invaded by anything. As far as I know, I have not seen any dragonflies, any soldier ants, any dragons, anything like that come up to this area, perch up here or anything like that. Heck, I haven't even seen Argentavases or any pterodactyls come up here as well. So at the end of the day, this is a very, very good spot to start an intro base when you're going to be playing Ark Genesis 2. Now, in order to start up and get over here, I would suggest you start your new game, and when you spawn in, there is a spawn point that is right over in this area. Go ahead and select that one and get over here. It is a short flight for you. If you are playing on the computer, please do not forget to hold control while you're flying around. I spent 2 hours playing the game yesterday before I remembered that you can fly quickly with your tech armor by holding control when you're playing on the computer. So make sure you guys do that, because I'd hate for you guys to spend all of that extra time. There's good places for lookout bases and all sorts of other things over here. Plenty of room for you to put down some more bases that go out this way, some more foundations and flooring and such, so that way you can make a landing pad for your flying creatures. And let's face it, towards the end of the game, you are going to start needing a lot more metal and a lot more crystal and obsidian and all of that is in abundance in this area up here. So overall, this is the area that you're going to be building in. This is the space that you have to build in, and this is the overall best spot that I have found so far for a starter base in Ark Genesis Part 2. I hope that this video was really helpful to you guys. If it was, please leave me a comment down below if you plan on using this starter base location, because I definitely will. Please make sure you guys subscribe, turn your bell notification to all, because we are starting bi-weekly Ark streams on this channel where we are going to be playing Genesis 2, and we are going to be beating this part of Genesis 2 before Ark 2 comes out, and then once Ark 2 does release, we'll be playing that as well. So I'd hate for you guys to miss that, so please make sure you guys subscribe, and also please leave me a like on the video as well. It helps the channel way more than you guys know, so I really do appreciate all of you guys so much, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.